Hey guys, John here, and welcome back to the Super Awesome Geek Show. Today I am going to do a mess tour. I'm going to show you the mess that is the toy room. The toy condo, actually, as it's all turning into. I have so much stuff that I am expanding into the living room area of the place, and I am going to be taking over that, and I'm going to show you the spaces I'm taking over in there in just a moment. But a lot of people have asked, like, what's going on with the channel? What's the situation here with the toy room and toy condo and all that? And as you can see, I have, like, I can't even step. I have no room to walk anywhere in here, and this has to be fixed. You know, there's stacks and stacks of figures and toys and things everywhere, and there's little spots where I can step, but I've got to work out things, and I want to systematically do stuff. Like, this is a mixture of Lego and G.I. Joe, and it's going to be one or the other, and the other's going to move somewhere. So I think this will end up being the G.I. Joe room, and Lego is going to have to move somewhere else, because these are all the Star Wars Lego minifigures up here. And then there's some behind the G.I. Joes there. So there's tons and tons of Star Wars Lego minifigures and stuff. Marvel and DC. Actually, I think that's just DC. The Marvel got bagged up, and they're going they're going to end up in a display like that. My His Tank display, but I've got too many figures sitting around it for you to even see them. Helicopters. Yeah, so I've just got stuff thrown in places. Like the Conquest is just sitting there on the box of a snowspeeder. You know, things just have to get put in their right places, and things have to get off the floor. In order to do that, I got to take over the living room area, and I'll show you what I'm doing in there in a second. I'm precariously trying to take steps to show you some of the shelves and some of the things that are going on here. There's a Lego Voltron way in this back there, the modern and the original vintage. But as you can see, look at these piles. That's all the G.I. Joe 6-inch stuff. Just like nowhere to put it. So yeah, why'd this fall down? Where was it? I don't know. And I need to reorganize this wall. I want to do like all the vintage collection together, because now there's some over there. The original vintage is in those 7 pegs up there. So, you know, got some Star Trek and stuff. So, you know, it's like all... Plus, I want to do more of this. Like, I could stand to put one here, you know what I mean? And then maybe like here and here. You know, more of this stuff, because it's not that obtrusive. Or at least on one side, I guess. Like, you could skip each rung, because it's not that obtrusive to put one here and there. So finding clever spaces and clever points to put like something like this, you know, because you're not really blocking that much here, you know, and it's kind of right there, you know. Yeah, I've got these 3 packs just lying around. That's because it's got R5D4 in it. See, there's a small R5D4 collection. Yeah, R2 signed by Kenny Baker. But yeah, I've got a lot of carded R5D4s. Just stuff stacked everywhere. I'm attempting to walk precariously through this area. See what I mean by there's like no walkways. I just had to step over all that stuff. There's no walkways in here. My Gabriel, I just got one of these. This is a cool Zoid original. That's the one of, not the one, but it's, I had this one as a kid, but this is not the one I had as a kid. I recently bought this to replace the one I had as a kid because that got lost, but I loved those guys so much. Death is one of my favorite comics, so I have her. These will be hard to see, I think. I don't know if I have a way to get a light on. No, it doesn't really matter. Carded Hercules. All the Babylon 5. The Shadow. I'd love to get one of these open and open a Vorlon. That would be cool. And I've got Sheridan and Jakar signed by J. Michael Straczynski, who was the creator of that stuff, you know. Gargoyles and Predator. A few random figures up here. Again, like this is my air vent. So I've tried to, and I'm like, I might put some nails here and hang something small. You know, like it's just, I'm trying to take over every square inch of possibility, you know. I need to get more cases. I'm out of cases, so I got to put a case for that guy. I got to do a case order. This is my Geonosis battle. They're all jumping down. But see, and I got shelves that are just a mess like this. There's 18 guys sitting here, and it's 1960s G.I. Joe with their instruction books and everything. Stuff's just sitting everywhere. My Mach 5 car, which is cool. It's got needs a place to go. There's some Iron Man guys just sitting around, and robotics. We got modern and ancient Playmobil. We've got Land of the Lost back there. Power, Legions of Power. We got the Flash Gordon, the Skeletal Bones Boo figure, Forlom, They Live, MASH, a Stormtrooper, a pile of stuff that's got to get put somewhere, blocking my Sandcrawler. Nice to have Sandcrawler displays being blocked. And then I got guys just thrown in to either tonight or tomorrow. The case for my original vintage shows up. Actually, 2 cases are coming back to me to be put on. And then I've got to put the backer board in to put the colors on and put in light strips once it gets here. So that's hopefully going to be completed in this wave. There are Star Wars cases and action figure cases all through here, just set up on this thing. Piles of stuff on this Starcom Power Lords, just all kinds. It's buried the Sky Striker. But there's just, that's what I mean. There's just stuff shoved in every which way because I don't have the space to actually put these things in. And so I'm gonna end up, I gotta take over the other areas of the place. That's my original Nintendo. All these are my original Genesis, my original Super Nintendo, my original Nintendo that I bought with my own money as a kid. All there still. And see my snow speeders hidden, the one that's boxed, and then I got Slave One and the Ewok Village and stuff, and those are just sort of hidden. I need to make them visible, so that dinosaur's got to go somewhere else, And under the table is an humanoid, and there's all the giveaway stuff for Christmas in July. This is where I do my work, That X-Wing is supposed to be hanging up right here, but the rope broke, so it's no longer hanging up. This is sort of a catch-all. I haven't worked this display at all. I've got some Jurassic thrown in there. I've got boxes of stuff just thrown in there. Batmobiles and things. And it's sort of become a catch-all. There's just stuff everywhere. And that was from when we were talking, yeah. So, I've just got to clean up. And now I'll take you into the living area and I'll show you what my plan is. So I've got all my retro games out here. It's got the entrance to the place has the cool poster from Greg and Johnny. I've got my DVD collections of stuff and video games and books on ancient history and stuff. Yes, I know how to do hieroglyphics and read and write Egyptian hieroglyphics. I gotta go through this with you sometime. That would be a fun thing to go through. These bags full of instructions and things and try to mirror them up with the games. Because I don't know why they're all in bags and not with the games themselves. More of my scholarly books and this is ancient culture stuff that I read and look at. And then I have books on, those are David Foster Wallace, one of the greatest writers. My Chronicles series, Harry Potter. The DVD is mostly cartoons. The DVD collection is mostly cartoons. But I have all the different, like, Batman and Superman and Super Friends stuff and all Marvel. My, Aqua Teen Venture Brothers, Ren and Stimpy, Gravity Falls is great, Invader Zim, Ninja Turtles. Now we're going back, like Plastic Man and Herculoids, Thundar, Galtar. Galtar is great. Conan, Mask, Inhumanoid Centurions, Exo Squad, Godzilla, Ghostbusters, Gargoyles, Gummy Bears, Smurfs, Hong Kong Phooey. You know what I mean? Dungeons and Dragons, Zelda, you name it, I've probably got it. Voltron, Thundercats, Silverhawks, He-Man, G.I. Joe, Black Star, the Transformers box set in the Matrix of Leadership. Like, I just love these cartoons so much that I just get everything I can get my hands on. I've got reel-to-reel Star Wars and Spider-Man. All these other versions of Star Wars, including some in Chinese or Japanese, whatever. I think that's Chinese, right? Doesn't look Japanese to me. I think it's Chinese. Pretty cool stuff. Flash. You want to see my photography? When I went to Italy. This is the stuff that I've done in art galleries in Seattle. Showing off the hands of action figures. That was a real hit from my trip to Japan. So yeah, So yeah, this is the board game pile. Original Hero Quest, Dragonlance. Original board games and things. We got the A-Team van to do, Scooby-Doo, the Ghostbuster car was in there. And now I got this stack of comic boxes to deal with. So these are some of the comics I've been sorting. Believe it or not, they were in a pile over here. And I mean, how many comics are that? There's generally 125 per box, 100 to 125 per box. And that was all in stacks here. So they had to go in boxes. So I've done that. Now I got to find where that's going to go. And most of the time they're in these cabinets that you see hidden around the place. But I'm running out of room in those cabinets, and there's 2 storage sheds full already. So I've got to rearrange all this. Now look, I can't even get to the television if something were to go wrong over there, I can't get to it in the living area. But that's only temporary because what I just did is cleared off this space. Now I'm going to take these pictures down, and I cleared out this space, and it's going to be 4 detolfs will go on top of these. And then they will be about yay tall once they're on there. And I wanted them elevated because this chair has to go right here. So I wanted them elevated a little bit so you could still see them, the bottom row above the chair and stuff, because this is my dad's chair and he's got to have it back in his spot if he ever uses it. Yes, I have a sickle from the farm. My lightsabers are there. What's this? Is this Obi-Wan's or Luke? No, this is Luke Jedi, I think it is. And then the one I built, the Anakin saber. And then over here is Kylo Ren and Darth Vader. And I've got the Obi-Wan and Yoda's on the table here. But I don't know where's Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan might be in the case. That could be, Obi-Wan might be in the case. But I've got the Black Series stuff there. So what I decided to do for Star Wars is I have 2 more of these on the way. These big black cabinets. And what I'm doing is I'm going to put I'm printing out a backdrop to go in this case that will be put in there. And then I'm making acrylic shelves instead of the wooden shelves. And then lighting it all up. So I'm and then I'm going to make a cover for it out of acrylic that magnets on. I'm going to put magnets in the corners and then magnet the acrylic onto the thing as a cover. And those are going to go above the couch. So I sit here and play video games with my Star Wars pillow and my Star Wars blanket and all my stuffed animals. But I'm going to take these pictures down, and 2 of those cases fit right here. And then that's where all the vintage Star Wars are going to stand up eventually and they're going to be high. I'm going to do them as close to the ceiling as I can get. So they're going to be high up so you won't bump them with your head or anything like that. And then maybe we'll put pictures on the lower part right back there, and I'll take down the stuffed animals and find a place for them or whatever. So yeah, we're going to have 4 more detolfs over there. We're going to have 2 shelf units here. And we've got the detolfs here. And what I'm going to do is get these closer to the couch because I got this storage for now while I'm cleaning up. But that's going to go. And then I'll add in a 5th detolf here. And then my dad wants me to take these pictures down and rearrange them in a way that's going to be down in the hall so that he can have some of his pictures. This also is one of my photography work. I do animals and toys as my photography work. And then this is one of my paintings, watercolor collage painting. And what other things are my artwork here? There's more of my artwork around. Oh, the red one. The red one was one of my paintings. All my paintings have sold, but this one, one or two others creeping around somewhere. But that one, I thought for sure that one would sell at a number of shows, but it never did. I don't know. But it's okay because I like it. I don't know why I like it. It reminds me of like a crazy weird sunset on the ocean in a sense. And when people look at it, they swear they see a sailboat. They can definitely see the sunset, but they swear they see a sailboat. They swear they see other things in there, maybe even a UFO in the sky. You know, I don't know. But none of that was intentional. This was just like an abstract color sort of experiment, and that's how it came out. And I like it a lot, but so does my dad. And then I made this for my dad, this collage thing, because that's the plane my grandfather flew during the war, World War II, and these are the bullets that actually shot out of the gunner position in that plane. And then I put it in a nice shadow box and did a matting and framing for him to make that work. And that's probably hot glued, Tez. It's probably hot glued to the frame, the bullet. But yeah, and then this has to get all cleaned up. A lot of what's here will probably end up being sold. I'm moving stuff in here to go to a future eBay or auction or do something with it. I'm going to end up probably selling most of what's on the table, because some stuff just has to go. I can't keep everything. My autographs of everyone I've met through the years. People I've met going all the way back to probably like 1988 or 89. I mean, I've been collecting 8x10 autographs since then. One of the first people I ever met is on the other wall of autographs. I'll show you in a second here. But yeah, I have all the Dollar Smalls. I've got Ray Park and Sam Witwer. The one in the corner there, as you can see, is signed by all four of them. But we found that, my dad found that at a thrift store in a frame for, well, I mean, it was, I think, I want to say it was 99 cents because they thought they were selling just the frame in the picture. So we have no idea if it's a real one or not. But again, I've got piles of stuff on these cabinets. And look at all these Pokemon cards that I never got a chance to open, and Garbage Pail Kids, and you know. But William Shatner may have been the first person I ever met. It was either William Shatner or Jimmy Doohan. These guys were early on when I met them. He's one of the first, the Smoky Man from X-Files, but I know he wasn't the first. William Shatner was before him, and he was the second Star Trek I got. But those were some of the early ones. I love my Roddy Piper one. A-Team, Aaron Gray. Look at that. And we come around here, we got Next Generation people going all the way down. Yeah. My dad loves old cars. This is the key to our old Ford Mustang. We had a 66 Mustang, and this is the key to it. That's all we have left is the key. Too bad. But my dad had one of these in blue. That we drove right up till we lived on the farm. I was probably, 10, 11 years old when we got rid of that car. And that's, again, another car we wish we had. And he likes the old advertisements, so I took these ads of cars that he owned and put them in a nice frame for him and did them up. So I think I did that for Father's Day one year. I don't remember. Miami artwork from downtown Miami. Someone who lives down there. I don't remember her name, but It's on there somewhere, right? Pierre Marcel, yeah. So, yeah. Well, I think that is a good look at my mess. So that's what I'm dealing with. When I'm done, I'm going to have taken over this whole wall, and hopefully will give me some more space. Another thing I'm thinking of doing is getting rid of this furniture thing and making something that's more efficient with the space so I can put more stuff on it. And I'm thinking of this side of the TV being reworked because, again, this isn't the most efficient use of space all in here. So I might rework this in some way to put up more pictures and more things. And then there's this area here. That can be small posters and stuff, or even a shelf along the top. I don't know. And the sabers don't need to be on those walls. Like, they can go. I mean, eventually this whole wall is going to get knocked down, and we're going to glass in. There's screen. It's a screen room right now. Those are screens on the outside. So we want to put glass in on the outside. A lot of people are doing that in the neighborhood, and then you take this will be incorporated into the living room. So I'll have that much more wall space for toys and collectibles once the sliding doors wall is knocked down, and our living room will expand by, what are these, like 1.5? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 feet. We'll gain 8 to 10 feet of living room space. So another 8 to 10 feet of display cases can go there once we finish with the project. But of course, we can't finish with the project till I'm done with this. We can't knock this wall down with all this stuff in the way. So, yeah. All right, guys. So there's my half-hour tour. A half-hour tour. Just sit right back and I'll hear a tale of a toy room expanding into the entire condo here on the Super Awesome Geek Show. I made that up right now. That's pretty clever. I don't know. Yeah, I'm nuts. I'm crazy. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm John. I'm out of here. And we'll do this again when it's all done. But this is why there haven't been a lot of videos. This is why things are slow coming. I've just been doing some live streams lately. It's because I'm working on this project. I'm working on redoing the entire condo to be the toy condo. All right. See you guys later. Peace and stay awesome, guys.